So the owner says to me, take the bracelet, take it home, see how you like it. No ID, no copy of my ID, no copy of my credit card, nothing. He let me leave the store with a 10-carat diamond bracelet. Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. It feels like it has been quite a while since I have filmed. It's been over 2 weeks. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know why I have been absent. My beautiful mom is back in the hospital for the second time this year. I don't share a lot of my private life, but many of you know I have had a family member that has been ill for quite a while. It is my beautiful mom. I did a few posts on Instagram and I cannot thank you all enough for your kindness and especially for your prayers for her. If you would like to pray for her, I would very much appreciate it. If you would like a name to use, you can call her Mimi. That is what her 6 adoring, loving grandchildren who adore her call her. But so yeah, I have been gone a while, and I'm going to start this video by saying something I've said so many times in the past. Things just don't matter, people do. This is a video about things, this is a channel about things, but at the end of the day, they don't mean anything. I have been mocked for saying that. I have had other YouTubers make fun of me. I have had comments on other YouTubers' videos making fun of me for that. I could care less. It is the truth. At the end of the day, these things are just things, and I would give every single thing that I own if I could make her well again. So why am I filming a video? Just number one, to get my mind off of things. And I usually film blocks of videos, and it might have been 3 weeks since I filmed, but this is the only one that I'm going to get out today. And I did ask for questions. I was going to do like a handbag Q&A video, and I don't have the energy for that. So I'm going to post the question part on Instagram this weekend, and I will do my best to get to all those. So I apologize to everyone who left me a question. It was just like a couple of days later, and I had to rush out of town, and life has just been a little bit crazy. So I'm going to share with you my new diamond pieces. One of them I got for Christmas. I did not share my Christmas gifts, but many of you know what I got because you asked in the comments. Every time I wear this necklace, I get asked, where is that from? It is so beautiful. So I'm going to share it with you now. I didn't feel like sharing it at Christmas. Kind of when you're on YouTube, you kind of overshare in general, and it was really, really personal and special to me. And it's not that it's not personal and special to me now, but I've had a few months with it, and I've had my own thoughts about it for a few months. So I'm ready to share it with you. So before I do either of those, I just want to tell you, ladies, do not ever wait for somebody else to buy you diamonds, jewelry, bags, anything that you want. This is from my husband. The next item is from me to me. But I think that it's so important that we don't wait for somebody else. I hear people saying all the time, some different YouTubers, that they're jealous that their husbands don't purchase them diamonds. Buy them for yourself. Seriously, I'm going to show you the first piece that I ever purchased for myself. And I just have a Cartier necklace holder just so you can see the piece. This is like a 1/2 carat of diamonds. It's a David Yurman necklace. This is one of the first pieces I saved up for and bought myself, and it was over $1,200. It was a lot of money for me, and it's still a lot of money, but I wouldn't have this if I had waited for my husband. The next like luxury thing that I saved up for is my Chanel J12. He did pay for the diamond markers. That is just not wanting to focus at all now, is it? It's just not behaving. But he did upgrade the diamond markers. But I saved forever for this. So, I mean, literally just, put a little bit away here and there, and it may take you a long time to get what you want, but buy yourself, You know, don't wait. It's lovely when it's a gift. It definitely is lovely when it's a gift, but it can also be lovely to be a gift from you to you. I would probably have less than 1/10 of my collection if I waited for my husband to purchase everything for me. And he doesn't like some of my stuff, so he wouldn't pick it out for me. So let's get into my Christmas gift. So last year, I was a little obnoxious with him, and the entire year I did not tell him one single thing that I wanted. He jokes with me all the time. He's like, you know, I would love to just surprise you, and you always tell me what you want. When I wanted the Chanel J12, I left sticky notes all over his computer. I would just text him randomly in the middle of the day, J12. There was sticky notes in his work stuff. I mean, I bought it myself, but I mean, I usually am pretty vocal about what I want, but the whole year didn't tell him. Christmas, he asked me what I wanted. I did give him a hint at Christmas. I said diamonds. He goes, diamond what? You want earrings, necklace, bracelet, ring? What do you want? I said, I don't care. I want diamonds, and I want it to be non-branded. I do not want it from Cartier. I do not want it from Van Cleef & Arpels. I do not want it from Tiffany. I want you to go to a local jewelry store, and I want you to pick something out, whatever you like, whatever you think I will like. And this is why it's taken me so long to share, because this is the part that's so sentimental. So on Christmas morning, everybody came to our house on Christmas, but we were up by ourselves, and he's like, I want you to open this alone. I opened it, I gasped, and I said, bewitched. And he's like, you knew? I'm like, of course I knew. So let me show you the necklace that he got me. This is custom made. He had this designed for me. And again, just showing you on the Cartier, and I may need to put in some better close-ups. There we go. But it is a Pave diamond heart necklace, and it is on this beautiful chain, which we'll get into the chain in a moment, because the chain is kind of what let me leave the store with that bracelet. But we used to watch Bewitched together as teenagers, and we watched it until I can't find reruns anymore. That was one of my most favorite shows. And the main character always had on this heart-shaped necklace, and he knew how much I love that necklace. And throughout the years, I have tried to find various heart-shaped necklaces with diamonds to kind of copy that particular one. He did extreme research on this. Her necklace actually was not real. It was made of crystals. She broke it at one point, and they had to recreate it for her. But I just, oh my goodness, it's just absolutely magnificent. It is so beautiful. I was not expecting this at all. I mean, I certainly didn't think he was going to get something custom. It's a really good size. So when I opened it, I instantly did not like the chain. And I said, we're going to need to get the jump ring changed on it. It's just too small to put onto my neck. Not on my neck, but it was very hard to do by myself. I'm very good at putting necklaces on without looking, and just, you know, doing it behind my back, and it was difficult. It was a little too thin. I didn't say anything to him about the thinness. He wouldn't have cared. I used to be on the purse forum a long time ago, totally different username, but he had bought me something for Christmas, which I can't even remember what he bought. And I had posted something about I was gonna exchange it. I got annihilated. People are like, oh my goodness, my husband would never purchase me anything again. And I'm like, well, mine would. So, I mean, it depends upon your relationship, but I can tell him anything. So it took us until about 2 weeks or so ago to go into the store. And he did go to a local store, and we went and I was talking to the owner. I took off the necklace and I sat it down on a tray, and he looks at it, and I don't even say what I want. He goes, that jump ring is too small, that lobster claw is too small, there's no way you can get this onto your neck, and it needs to be thicker to go with the size of the pendant. He's like, somebody else was the one that helped him design this. So we were getting this all fixed, and I'm going to put it on for you. So let me show you. So the new chain, I don't have the old chain. He just took that one. Oh, someone just walked by my window. Our gardeners are here. But this one is a lot thicker. And so I have 4 jump rings. So when you go to like a luxury store like Cartier or Van Cleef, Van Cleef will only add 1 jump ring, Cartier will add 2. When you go to a custom jewelry store, they will do anything you want. So I have, the longest is 20, then 19, 18, and 17. Because we both decided in the store that 16, the necklace is just a little too chunky for 16. So let me put this on so you can see it on me, and I am going to put it on the 18 and get my hair out of the way. Let's see. See how much easier, like I couldn't do that. I had to turn the necklace around and put it on. And I apologize that my neck is so red today. It's been red all day. Talked to my dermatologist about that recently, and she said, unfortunately, there's just nothing you can do about that. So that stinks. I was hoping that there was something that I could do about that. But while we were in the store and trying this on, I asked to look at the diamond tennis bracelets. So my husband and I had talked about the possibility of getting a diamond tennis bracelet. I don't know if it was January or February, I have no idea. And he's like, yes, I would absolutely love to get you a tennis bracelet. So I started doing research on those. And I did a lot of research. I looked at Blue Nile, I looked at James Allen, I looked at a lot of stores. I mean, those are online only, but called both of those companies. They were fabulous. One of the companies actually put me on hold and called the other company to make sure about one of the questions, because I was trying to compare 2 of them together. I haven't ever ordered from either of them, but I can tell you that they took their time. I was on the phone with both of them for over an hour doing research. So this was not the time I was planning on getting a bracelet. We just had a big trip to Miami and Vegas, got my Kelly special order. My daughters and I went to Disneyland, and we had a wedding. If you have not thrown a wedding in a while, let me tell you what, weddings are pricey. So we're looking at this, and he tells me, I try on all the ones that he has. I like the 10 karat one. This is a Van Cleef bracelet thing because this came in a white jewelry box, and I just feel like it will show better on this. But I tried on the 10 karat. I tried all of them. I liked the 10 karat the best. So he had put it back in the case. We were getting ready to leave, and I said, can I just try it on just one more time? I tried it on, and he says, take it with you, take it, see how you like it. And I'm like, you're kidding me. And he's like, no. I'm like, you know, somebody's gonna tase me as I walk out this store. I'm like, no. And I'm like, do you want a copy of my ID? Do you want a copy of my credit card? He's like, no, just take it. He goes, I have your diamonds. So he did keep it's on my neck, I'm looking for it. He did keep the diamond because he wanted to make sure that the chain was gonna work with the pendant. It's like a slider, and he wanted to make sure it was all gonna go. He goes, I have your diamonds, take it. And I was just like, completely like this. I'm just like, I was much better than this because I was very nervous to like leave the store with this. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And he's like, your piece will be ready in 2 days. You bring it back in 2 days and we'll go from there. So 2 days went by. My husband and I brought it back. And again, mine was not ready. And he said, take it. He goes, just take it. But when I'm leaving out the funniest part. When I first was leaving with it, it was on my wrist. And I'm like, do you want to give me a piece of velvet, something to set it on, and he looks at me, he takes my hand, and he goes, my darling, it is not an egg. It is jewelry. Wear it. I was just like, he's like the best salesperson on the planet, right? So I go to take it back because I know this is 100% on me. This is not the time right now that my husband can purchase me a gift. This is 100% going to be on me. And I did a post on Instagram. And then the next day I woke up to 14 texts, and I woke up very early in the morning from my dad and my sister that my mom was being taken by ambulance to the ER and an ICU. And, you know, I just like, I gotta get out of town. So I didn't have a chance. I tried to write every person back. I didn't. I just put a bunch of hearts. But I did listen to your comments and read your comments. So I go on my way out of town. He wanted to show me the chain before he put the links in the chain. And I hand him the bracelet and I'm like, I can't think. I can't think right now. I told him what was going on and I'm like, I'm not going to cry in the jewelry store. I'm not going to cry in the jewelry store. And he was so lovely. And he's like, no, he's like, seriously, take it with you. I still have your piece. Take it with you. And, you know, I want your mom to be okay. I want you to be safe traveling. And he was just, and I said, I don't know when I'm going to be back. I'm like, it could be a week. It could be, you know, I'm like, I cannot guarantee you what day I'm going to be here. I'm like, why don't you take it and hold it for me? He's like, no. I want you to keep it. And he goes, I want you to also know that when I put this back in the shelf, the price is going to go up because diamonds are going up, which is very true because I have been following, like I said, a few websites and things, and they have gone up. So I took it with me in the hospital. I show my mom and my dad. I'm like, can you believe this? That somebody let me walk out of the store? They thought it was so funny. I was happy to give them a laugh. And when I got back into town, it took me a day or two to kind of decompress and then to go in there. And I decided to buy it. This is something I wanted my entire life. And going back to the comments on Instagram, what really struck me were those of you who said cost per wear. So I think I had it at least 2 weeks before I paid for it, maybe slightly longer. I took it off once or twice. And he told me that was fine to do. They cleaned it for me and everything when I purchased it, but he told me it was fine to wear it 24/7. There is no, if you follow me, there is no jewelry piece that I own that I do not come home and I pop my earrings off, I pop my necklace off, I pop my watch off, everything is off. This is so comfortable that I actually was wearing it 24/7. And I was like, okay, wow, cost per wear of this versus, and I started naming some items that I own to my husband, some very expensive items that I have yet to actually carry. And I was like, it makes sense. And it's something that I have always wanted. So let me show you this a little bit more close up and quit being so chatty. I have a little thing written down here just to see. Yes, okay, I've said everything I want to say. So I am going to give you some close-ups. So this jewelry store, they custom make jewelry. This particular piece, the owner himself designed it and they cast it and they made this piece. They also get in pre-formed gold pieces where they set the stones in the gold. And he said there's nothing wrong with either, but I really want to show you the difference between this one and the preform ones. And this one has so much more gold. I will do an insert, and the way that it was made is so much different. And he was saying that over the life of a diamond tennis bracelet that they will start to stretch out. And he said this one versus the preform one is going to be very, very minor. So let me get this on and show it to you on me. So the other issue that I had with purchasing from online is that Blue Nile, you're on your own. They'll help you. I mean, you have to ship it to them and insure it and do all of that. So you got that. Now, James Allen, however, if you have a Jared local, which we do, Jared will take care of you. So if I was going to purchase from either of those particular two, I was leaning towards the one that had a brick and mortar store. And I am so thankful that I did that. So when I left with the bracelet, he tightened, and I will show a little close-up of the safety. He tightened it pretty good to where the point I actually have broken this thumbnail the few times that I took it off. And last night, for whatever, I was trying to take it off last night because we just got it cleaned, and I wanted it to be sparkly and beautiful if I did end up filming today. When I took it off, I don't know, I think I just had my hands in the wrong position and I kind of twisted it and it came off, and the clasp had moved a little bit, and I was just like, seriously, you paid for this, cash for this 2 days ago, and you've broken it. You've broken it. So I went in there this morning. The owner wasn't there, but his son was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've ruined my bracelet. And he's like, you have not ruined your bracelet. And he fixed it in just seconds. And he said, really, you're meant to leave these on? And he said, just show it to you on me and quit talking. He said, you're really meant to leave this on. And even the owner told me, he's like, you can garden in this. You can do anything you want in this. It is so strong. And yes, so he fixed it for me very quickly, and I was like, what do I owe you? He's like, nothing at all. And before I left, I tried to clasp it and I couldn't. He had it like so tight, and he said, he went and adjusted it a little bit more, and he's like, I don't want it any looser than this because you need that safety to stay safe, and you don't want to risk it coming off at all. So I enjoyed having the brick and mortar store. I enjoyed hearing about how it was made. And oh yes, what have I left out? Oh yes, I've left out on both of these pieces. So both of these pieces are GH for the color, and both of them are VS1 for the clarity, which is really, really good. And I wasn't looking at 10 carats when I was looking online. I was looking a lot smaller than 10 carats, and but when I tried this on, I'm just like, I've always kind of been the opposite of Coco Chanel. I'm like, go big or go home. Put one more on. Why not? Don't take a piece off. I don't care. I love it. But yeah, so that is what the stones are. And then also on Instagram, Janet, I believe it was Janet, told me to make sure that it appraises. So I did get appraisals on both pieces. This one appraised for close to $5,000 more than I spent on it, and this one was close to $3,000 more than my husband spent on it. Like I said, diamonds have gone up pretty recently, and of course gold is going to keep going up too, and this is just a substantial thickness. It does look nice with my other bracelets, but I think it stands alone, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get it on and off if I want to wear different bracelets, because I don't want to do that again. I have been taking it on and off more than twice. Well, I think I said twice, but I have taken it on and off more than that, and I had not had a problem until last night. And I think what my problem is so the safety's here, and I think I had one hand here, and I think I was pulling on the wrong side. I don't know what I did. I just know that I had a panic attack that I just had broken it. But there it is, and like I said, I will put in close-ups. I am not going to attempt to take this off again to show you up close. I'm not doing it. I'm a little nervous today, but it's something I've wanted my entire life. And like I said, if you are wanting something, save up for it. And it was definitely a splurge. This is the most expensive item I have ever purchased for myself. And at some point, I may just wake up one day and the money may be back in my account, and my husband may say happy birthday. I don't know. I don't care. I don't expect anything from him ever. I didn't know what he was going to get me for Christmas, but I absolutely love this. So just wanted to share that with y'all. I have a few other videos that I have planned, and if you thought I was sporadic before, it's really going to be sporadic now. It's going to depend on, where I need to be and what I need to be doing with my family, because my family, they come first. As you know, I've been filming before, and my daughters have texted me, and I'm like, I'll be back. My husband has called me, I'll be back. My phone is always sitting in front of me, and my family comes first. But I hope you have an amazing day today, and take care. Bye-bye.